doubt. Oh, wretched asshole, put it on the pose, do it for the clout. Yeah, I knew they doubt. Out with me, it's going south. Bumping they gums and running they mouth. I don't really know what that push shit about.
Hey, you already know how the fuck we rocking. It's the Bad for the Community podcast. Let me get the sound effects ready. I always be fucking this shit up.
We ain't got Tomo here.
Oh yes, oh yes. It's Young Rob on the mic. St. Yves to the right.
Yes, sir.
Key in the middle.
Yes, Key is in the middle. That's a new voice if you listening. Tomo and Nate are not here. Tomo's on his way to Georgia.
Why you give him the drop, nigga? He's just traveling.
He's traveling. Nah,
You know what I mean?
He's doing big things.
He's doing big things. Facts. Nate couldn't be here, but in place of them, we got a super special guest host, the talented Boston rapper, known by the, I'm not even gonna say rapper, let me say artist, because you do more than just rapping.
Yeah.
You feel me? And she go by the name of Key. Make some fucking
Make some.
I always be fucking it up.
Make some
Crazy.
noise.
Hit the bombs.
Crazy.
Hit the bombs. Alright, so right before we got into the intro, we was talking about just like church. We had, a moment of talking about just how that's affected your life recently. And then I asked, how does that affect your music and everything? And then you started going into how your album got
Like transpired.
transpired. So speak on that.
Yeah, because around the same time I started recording my first project, Baby Steps, is around the same time I started going to church and when I started building my spiritual relationship with God. And literally the events that have taken place within the March, April, May, June, within the last like 6 months, like it's undescribable and it's unbelievable. Like not even unbelievable, it's amazing. Like,
Oh, in a good way. Okay.
and I don't think I really understood it until somebody broke down to me like, yo, like, feel me? You've been doing shit ever since it dropped. Like, it dropped in July. After July, I had my first show. After that, it's been shows.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. You've
And
been
she's
moving
fire.
fast paced, like, just to come out of nowhere with the project. And then from now, like, your name rings bells now.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. I'll walk up to people, be like, yo, what's up? Nice to meet you. I'm Key. They be like, yo.
He's been saying that shit all the time.
What?
Of
What?
like, people coming up to you and you don't necessarily know, like,
No.
Oh,
them,
for
but
sure. Yeah. And I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Because
facts.
like, yo, I'd rather be in a position where it's like people know me and it's like, now I have the opportunity to get to know you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Versus you're too shy to approach me. It's like, yo, if you see me, talk to me.
You
Like,
know?
I'm a very
Yeah.
approachable person. Like, let's talk. But speaking of that, like the first time I met you was just like that. I got out the whip. We was at the Sound Lab shit when we was having them sessions, right? I get out the
The
car.
ones that I was in there, I heard you.
Yeah, I don't know where you was at, nigga. I don't know how you didn't get
I don't be
the
getting
job
the
for that.
invites. Y'all do not give me the links, bro.
But then boom, right? I'm getting out the whip. She's getting out the whip at the same time. We put up at the same time, right? I don't know if you remember
I
this.
remember.
She turns around. She's like, yo, what's good? I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, why she looking at me talking about what's good? Like, I don't know you. But I was like, nah, shit was good. Like, that's mad, like real, like real shit. We were walking in, whatever. And then I sat down, I was doing what I was doing. And then eventually throughout the night, niggas was just talking, like getting to know each other type shit.
So y'all didn't even know each other before then. You just said what's
But
good to a
said,
stranger.
like, I thought, I was like,
that's
do
how
I know this
am
girl?
though. Like,
I respect that. That's
and I feel like that's a big part of me as an artist. Like, there is no separation between Key and Kiana. Like, that's both of them are me. Like,
I was
you know what I
asking
mean?
myself too, where did Key come from? I was like, is
Yeah,
that her
my
real
name-
Like,
Yeah,
Kiana.
most people who are just finding out about me don't know that my real name is like Kiana.
Mhm.
But
they
there's
thought it was
no-
kiwi fruit.
Key, like, what's your name? Who are you? I'm like, it's just Key. But like, there's no separation. Like, who I am as an artist is who I am in real life. It's just amplified. Like, I've always been outspoken, like very genuine, like just talking. Like, people, not in a cocky way, but people are drawn to me.
Nah,
like,
talk your shit.
organically. Like, for me,
Yeah.
like, I'll be DT in the comments because I used to like smoke down there and walk. And
You think it's
feed
that
cheese,
Taurus
right?
energy you was talking about?
What you see?
I don't know.
like,
Maybe.
You have to, like, maybe, but I'll be smoking and then like there'll be a stranger just walking like, yo, like, you look like, you're a really deep person. Like, can I sit down and speak to you for a second? I'm
Really?
like, I'm
You
like,
give 'em
sure.
that time of day.
Yeah, like
all the time. I be
all the
telling you
time.
that.
I
I
know,
like
I got-
talking to people.
I gotta
Like, I
open
enjoy
up
talking to
to
people.
It depends, like, just what time you catch me on. What type of time I'm on.
I feel that.
But like, I've learned to do that because I've grown to the point where it's, if I'm showing you love and you respond negatively to that, that's your problem. That's a personal problem. Like, you should never feel weird for literally saying what's up to somebody, like just talking to a stranger, yo, hey,
Yeah.
have a great day, like whatever the case is, like, you know, just being open and showing love, because that's not weird.
And it's not weird and it's not common, like especially in Boston. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Niggas is just too cool for everything.
too
out
cool
here.
for school.
You know?
Too cool for school.
Like, and that, I don't know, like that's very rare. Like I feel like just the genuineness and just it's lacking in Boston.
Thing is, I'm the type of person to even ask them like, why you acting like that? Like, why you acting so weird? Like why? Just to understand, like, what is it that you're going through, so that maybe we could talk about it to understand. Oh, now I see why you thought I was on some weird shit. Or whatever.
I think I know why. I think I know why it is that way. It's because we're so used to, like, I'll say, at least you're used to people being friendly with you when they want something from you. So the moment someone's kind of like overly friendly, you're already like straight to
this nigga weirdo.
What you want?
What this person want? Yeah.
What you trying to get into, bro?
You know, like that's what it is. Any time, you know how many times like drop a song and then there's people in your DMs and like, yo, I fuck with your shit. I'm like, good looks. Yo, we got a Spotify playlist, you know, 400 bills, get you on it. I'm like, oh God, bro. Name me a song that you like from me. Like, you know, that's what anytime a nigga just send me random beats in my email, like, oh, I found you on the Instagram, blah, 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 blah. They don't even put your name in there. They just mass email, whatever the case is. But I think that's why. I think that's why. We're just too used to just everybody finessing.
Phoniness. That's really
everybody's finessing. Like that's so you can't. You always got to keep your guard up.
You feel me? Because niggas are only gonna want to interact with you and engage when it's beneficial for them. You feel me?
Exactly.
And I would imagine it's different as a woman too. Like, when you have like niggas just hitting you, trying to talk to you, and it's like, yo, like, what are your intentions?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you know? How do you even?
Yo, I don't.
How do you even distinct that like
like
genuine friends and then niggas who acting like your friend to try to be more than that or whatever the case is?
I think
because niggas is weird.
I think
niggas is weird, bro. I really learned that.
As I've gotten older, I definitely gotten better at deciphering like who is really trying to fuck with me for me. Like, yo, like, you're dope. Like, I'm trying to do something with you. Like, I think we can create magic. Cool. But as a younger Keon or as a younger Key, like, I'm very nice and outgoing. So I'm thinking I'm nice. Like I'm 21 now. 21. And just turned 21 May. But yeah, like I used to just go around like being nice and like not expecting other people to give the same energy towards me. But when I wouldn't get it back, I was like, damn, like, fuck, like, what did I do? But
now you feeling weird, but you gotta recognize that like I ain't do nothing.
Yeah. Now it's like I didn't do shit. Like if you got a problem or feel me, that's on you. It's a personal problem. And feel me, like, don't think that you can just come up to me and just ask for anything or feel me. I'm very stingy with my time and my presence now because I learned that that's very valuable, you know?
100%.
Especially your time.
We were just talking about that when we went to Dunkin' Donuts before this, and I'm not going to talk about like what led to the conversation, but the summary of it was people are going to treat you the way you teach them how to treat you.
Yep, for sure.
That's a fact.
Wait, what was he talking?
No. We'll talk about that. No. I'll get you in trouble if we do that. I'll get you in trouble.
Because what it is when somebody does something and you let it slide or you allow them to keep treating you like that, they become comfortable.
Yeah.
You feel me? And they think like, all right, well,
100%.
Shit, he or she let it slide this time. For me, like, they're not going to say nothing or they're not going to do anything. But then when you actually put your foot down, that's when they look at you like you're crazy. Like, bro, like, what? Like, no, bro, because you're not low.
If they even put their foot down type shit.
If they even decide to put their foot down, you know.
All right, Yves, hypothetically, if you were the person who was... if you were that person, someone gave you an inch and you took a mile.
Oh.
I thought... No, come on, bro. I'm not going to do you like that, bro. I'm just saying, if you were the person that someone gave you an inch and you took a mile, what was the thinking behind that? And you grown from that.
Now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that, bro. I'm
before.
Before, you talking about like 16, 17-year-old me? 18-year-old me?
19-year-old you.
19-year-old me? Crazy. I'll say I was a very selfish person. When I was younger, I was very selfish to the point where I'm only thinking about myself.
That's probably what it boils down to. Just
is benefiting me. If it's not benefiting me, I don't care for it. If it's not contributing anything, don't care for it. I'm not really acknowledging anything, after that. And I felt like in situations like that, when someone is giving me so much or so little, whatever, if you're giving me all that and it's like I don't have to give anything in return, it's like I'm gonna keep running with it. You feel me? What's that saying? About free milk or whatever?
I don't know.
You be saying that shit all the time, which is why I'm like, I'm surprised you don't know.
I've never said free milk.
Oh no. Or either it was like, nah, bro, some shit you would say. It's only you would say that shit.
I don't know.
Like if the milk is free, why'd I pay for it? Some shit like that. I don't know, nigga. How you not know it's your saying, nigga?
I've never said anything. I don't have
my life, this nigga be saying this shit. If you know Roberto, you'll know this nigga says this shit.
I never said nothing about milk.
But maybe water?
Nah, I don't know. But anyways.
No. I've always said like you could bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. But I don't know if that's applicable to this. That's something I throw out. You feel me? But all right. So it's a question for both of y'all then. So what made you transition to actually caring about like what other people got going on and thinking beyond yourself, and then maybe for you like
make me give a fuck?
Would you say you was like naive? Yeah. Naive young. Okay, so
definitely.
How'd you guys transition to become more
who we are now?
That's a really good question. Now I'm getting interviewed. No bullshit.
Yeah. Now I'm doing the interview. Right?
I'm thinking, truthfully, probably. I think this is tough.
All right, Keanu, you want to answer first?
I think for me, like, it's just going through a lot of fuck shit, like, and making me not like trust. For me, like, I was very naive and very oblivious as a young girl. Like with friends, with niggas. So it's just like going through a lot of bad shit or having people fuck me over, being used and being stepped on, and really kind of like seeing like, yo, like I'm like just being numb to it. Like I've had enough. Like I feel like I'm at the point with not just niggas, but like with friends, like I'm just emotionally like numb. Like I just, feel me, I just don't give a fuck. Like I'm still a very caring person, but I've never let it like what I go through change it to me where I just don't give a fuck at all. It's kind of like there's a boundary that I've set now where it's just like you can't cross that. I won't allow you to cross that. You know what I mean?
That's real.
So it's just like it's kind of like it like adapted as a protective mechanism for myself. Cause like, feel me, it's hard for me to
that's deep.
Just trust people and like think that somebody's gonna do something genuinely because they want to do it. I feel like there's always nothing's free in this world. You feel me? So it's just like and unless I know like you're really genuine and I really fuck with you, like I'm always gonna, feel me, I'm gonna fuck with you, but for me it's gonna be from a distance.
Yeah. And a lot of times like what I've noticed is people who have felt like that they've been like people that just abused their kindness or trust for too long,
bro. For sure.
You can go two ways about it. You can either like just what you said, like I'm gonna still be open, like friendly and everything. I'm gonna just keep that boundary. And then there's some people like they just close off. Yeah. Like they just close their hearts and like they just let those certain experiences just kind of like affect how they move with anybody. You know what I mean? And those individuals that might have did that, they kind of like fuck it up for everybody else.
That's really interesting. I think it's a complete opposite for me. Not that I was going through any fuck shit. Like I ain't, thankfully, I've never been like done wrong or anything like that.
Yeah.
I feel like if anything, I was always looking at things rationally and not emotionally. You feel me?
That
very rational. Where it's like, yo,
are the same when it comes to that.
I'm looking at a situation. It's like, why are you upset about that?
I've had to learn a hard lesson of your intentions don't fucking matter
at all.
Regardless. I've had to learn that because it's like I don't know how many times I say something and someone takes it the wrong way, and I'm looking at like that's your fault for taking it the wrong way. But I gotta see it differently. I gotta understand the effect that like what I'm saying has on somebody, even if I didn't intend it.
Often, I think I've been grateful enough to have people who've entered my life or be in my life where it's like, yo, they're showing me
unconditional
how to how to understand things from an emotional perspective. Once being able to do that, it's like, oh, I don't always have to look at it as just black and white. You feel me? I don't always have to just be like, well, this happened, cause and effect, so get over it.
Multiple things can be true.
You know what I mean? Yeah, multiple things can be true.
And
I think just off that's when I've learned to become more just a better person.
I hear you.
That's crazy that you say the thing about like rationality and being emotional and intention. Like I had to explain this to a couple people, and I was just talking about this the other day. Say if like for me, I'm dancing, whatever, and I jab you. I jab you and you're like, oh, fuck, that hurt. And it's just like, damn, like, I didn't even mean to do that. I was just dancing. Like, for me, you like, okay, it don't matter if you meant to do it. Like, you still did it and it hurt me. Like, you know what I mean? So regardless of if you had good intent or, bad intentions on something, regardless of what you intended, like, it still happened and it still has an effect. Feel me?
Yeah.
So I definitely like agree with what you were saying.
Yeah, that was a hard lesson to learn for sure. But I'm learning. We getting better, bro. We getting better.
It's good.
What?
You might have gone.
I'm getting better.
You're not getting better?
I'm getting better.
He's working on it. All right. So like I said, you're not just an artist. You do other things too.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on that? Because I seen
Kikaso. You seen what's my makeup page? Kibuki Brush. I model. I dance, like choreo. I make music. I paint and draw. I'm really heavily into fashion.
So you're just an artist in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
So where did this all come from? Where did this love come from?
From like when I popped out my mama's pussy, bro. Like,
it seems like that because like the project is called Baby Steps, and then in the the cover art, it's literally you as a youngin, and you're around all these like
vintage fucking old school like keys and computers. Yeah, like
exactly.
MPD,
I've always been like a creative ass kid. Like I would be the kid at the party that you would look forward to at the kids party because I would always be dancing. They'll hype you up like, go kid, go kid.
Don't say that was you.
That was
not
me,
you, bro. That was not you.
Yo, wasn't you talking about this the other day? You was.
Did you put the video?
Did you put the footage? Did you put the footage? These niggas.
Huh? Did you put the footage in the actual episode for everybody else to see?
Man, cut that part. Man, cut that part.
This nigga thinks he was Michael Jackson or some shit.
She's saying I was crumping though, right?
He was crump. You seen the video?
Yeah.
That's what you call crumping?
No, yeah. I could have done more.
Nah, but now that she's thinking about it, she's like, maybe crumping is not the right word.
I say break dancing.
He was the first beginner break dance.
Yeah. Okay. But that was, you feel me? But that was me at the time too. At that age, like I'd be the person go to the birthday parties and say, all right, let's all do a dance competition with the cousins.
Like go show your auntie how you do that move.
You know, and he just be laughing at you. But you think like in the moment you're like, yo, they fuck with this. Me. Yeah. And it just kind of boosts your confidence. Like, you know, but yeah, expand on that.
Yeah, like I've always been like that type of like kid. Like I've just been very creative as fuck. And I've always been in music because my father, he produces beats. Ever since I was a kid.
Oh, so he's a producer and a chef.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, but music before anything.
Of course.
And yeah, like he's been doing this like since the jump. Like
you ain't cook up with your father?
So
yo, what if you found out some of the beats was from that nigga?
That would've been crazy.
Yeah,
no bullshit.
Right.
That's hard.
At the time, like I was writing like stuff and like little jingles and little songs, but like I don't know, like I had a step parent at the time who was talking to my father, and like she kind of invaded like this journal that I used to write in. It was like a music book and like also like a little diary. And after that, like writing music wasn't the same, and I really wasn't taking it seriously for me. So like I haven't really cooked with my dad because I don't know, me being like how I am in music now and actually invest in myself, like he kind of has been like dealing with the struggles of like real life, you know, outside of artistry and being an artist, like all of us, like not even him, like we go through stuff. So he was kind of like putting music on the back burner type. But like me doing music now and seeing how heavily involved I am in it now is making him like he got Logic now. He's about to like
kind of like rejuvenated his spirit with that.
Definitely.
Do you feel like that made you even more motivated to be like, I could really do this shit? Where it's like you have your parent who's like they tiptoed around it, you know, they tried it, but they didn't go full 100%. Where it's like, nah, I'm gonna really do this. Like, I'm gonna make it happen.
Nah, I don't think. Nah, I think me and not having people really push me or really believe in me kind of is making me want to do it. Like for me, I was asking people for help, or you know, there's people who are around me who are into like certain things or resources that could have helped me, and
they chose not to. But not in a way.
I wouldn't take that personal either. I don't know if you did or didn't. I don't know if I'm not saying you did, but like I would never take that personal.
I didn't take it personally, but at the same time, like kind of because some of the people were like
close people,
family. You know what I mean? So it got to a point where it's like, you know what? If nobody's gonna help me do this, I'm gonna figure out how to do it on my own. Like this whole project.
I would feel the same.
produced by myself. The cover art I made by myself. I uploaded it on all platforms by myself. And but when I dropped this project, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I mean,
But you had the listening party set up clearly, like, you still had a good idea.
I knew I had a good idea only because, like, it's something that I wanted to do for myself. Like, I didn't drop it with the intent of, like, it making the impact that it's doing now. Like, I didn't think of doing shows or, like, doing events. Like, I solely did the project because I started writing it in COVID, like summer 2020.
Yeah.
And I used it as something to invest myself back in creatively and emotionally because I was going, like, that was a very, very, very dark time for myself. Like, I'm a very social person. I'm very outgoing. Like, I get my energy off of, like, people, bro. Like,
I felt that.
Can't do nothing. So
yeah.
But I did have an EP release party, and, like, when I do stuff, I don't half-ass it for myself or for anybody else. So I'm
gonna give you the pass. Cause you was talking about how can we invite you to shit. I was like, I didn't even know about listening party, but I didn't know you yet. I'm hip. I didn't know you yet, so I'm gonna give you the pass for that.
I didn't know any of you guys, and I'm just, like I said, church, like, I'm blessed that me doing that and investing myself in that has opened me up to opportunities where I get to meet other individuals who are creative and,
that's
like,
the dopest part about
do
this
shit like this, you know?
You know, just even last night, like, we went to an event and it's just
I wanted to go.
You know, just mad faces.
Wanted to go.
It was dope. It was dope. Just, you know, just showing face and just seeing all the artists and creators and, like, what just Boston got coming.
Heavy on the showing face.
You know,
and I say this all the time. You know, I love moments like that because, like, you're gonna look 5 years from now when it's like we're all doing everything that we want to do, and it's like we can't even get back together like that because we're so deeply invested in what we're doing. It's like, yo, I remember that moment. I remember that time when we was all there.
All right, let's talk about this roller coaster, right? You dropped the project.
Yeah.
Do we want to go all the way back to, you know, you're saying you was writing this during the pandemic. What was going on?
No bullshit. It was a dark time. Like,
because of the pandemic or just certain other shit?
The pandemic, I was going through the end of a breakup, of a relationship, and
that's where the best music come from. No bullshit.
Yeah, like, it was a lot mentally, financially, like, physically. I was not in the best space, the best headspace. Like, I was not who I am, like, right now. I was a different version of myself. And I would just take walks by my crib. I would put on headphones just like this.
Yo, niggas don't like walks for whatever reason. I don't know why. That's just beautiful. Like,
I'm
you
a
go
weird
outside,
shorty.
you walk around, you just look at the world, nigga. You just take that shit in, nigga. Like, come on, nigga, some beautiful shit, nigga.
I would just walk. I would roll a blunt. I would smoke, and I would just be listening to music. Then I'll go on YouTube, and I would just, like, find a beat. All the beats on the project I've bought off of YouTube. I didn't know any producers.
Oh, you bought them too. You didn't just take them. You bought them.
No, I bought them.
That's real.
Better than me.
Damn, if I'm dropping on for me, I got to.
This nigga has never paid me for a beat.
That's not true. That's not true. Yo, you don't get percentages, bro?
Recent.
No.
You're right. That's my fault. I was lacking. I never checked my email and I never accepted that shit. I never accepted that shit.
Raps.
You feel me?
That's
my fault. I will say that. I will say that.
Yo, if we gonna pay producers for beats, niggas gonna pay for the verses too? Because the verses is what's elevating it too.
Nigga, you writing the verse over my beat. Niggas ain't gonna listen to it, no beat behind that shit. Nigga, not a singer, nigga.
No, the thing is, bro,
if you was a conversation that was brought up, you was there. I'm not gonna say where it was brought up, but it was brought up and it was questionable because for me, we wasn't in a space.
There.
Yeah, we wasn't in a space for, like, it to be, like, said, like, for me, give producers money, like, because it's just like, okay, there's other niggas doing shit, like.
Niggas pay their videographer, niggas pay their fucking engineer. That's the biggest one. Y'all niggas paying the engineers and shit, and I get it, as you should.
Yeah, like, so what about everybody else?
What about
you know?
Okay. And you know what? You know what's the real shit about it?
The difference is, though,
leverage.
You're my nigga. You're my brother. You feel me? I would never charge you. Your success is my success. You feel me?
That's a fact.
That's how I look at it.
That's a fact. But it's also leverage, though. Because the thing is, not everybody can do videography and editing. Not everybody, and this is the reality of it, bro. I'm not saying
very true.
Leverage in the sense that the game is too saturated, where there's a lot of niggas who will give you free beats.
Yeah, bro. Like, it gets to a point where it's like, all right, yo, that beat's hard. All right, pay me blah, blah, blah for it. Okay, that's hard, but it's not that hard. And I'm going to go over here and go get beats.
Hard, but it's not that hard.
And I'm just going to go get beats from somebody else. You feel me? Or I'm going to take them off YouTube or whatever the case. Like, I can't YouTube the right engineering shit that I need to make my shit slap.
Unless you know how to do it yourself.
Y'all niggas fucking the gamer, man. Y'all niggas know what you're doing. Switch it up.
So it's not that producers don't deserve to get, because they do. And that's without a doubt. Y'all niggas or if this is like a painting, y'all made the landscape of it.
Y'all made
I mean,
everything.
We talked about this a long time ago too.
Yeah, like, giving them too much credit. Come on, like we add the source to it.
We go back and forth about this all the time.
We do, but for me, it depends on which. Like for me, it could be a fire ass beat, but for me, it could be 3-4 different niggas, and depending on how they slide on it, it changes how the beat.
That's the thing. I think it's so dependent on the people. But let me ask you: when it comes to your favorite songs, think about your favorite songs. What's the percentage split you're giving between like I love this song because of the beat, and I love the song.
But the beat is what inspired the artist to say what they did, nigga.
No bullshit. That's a great question.
Stop
like,
playing with us, nigga.
Sometimes I fuck with songs solely because of the beat. Like, feel me? Like, I wouldn't really be fucking too much on how an artist slid on it, but like, it, like, I really like just listen to certain shit because of how it bumps, like, feel me? And then like how niggas slide on it definitely like adds to it.
Yeah, because I would ask this question, but I know I'd be on the losing end of it. But I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Yeah,
because it's like trash rapper, amazing beat, and then you got amazing artist. Amazing rapper, but trash beat. And I feel like you could just see from how the game is now.
I'm gonna give you 2 examples, right?
Go to the trash rapper.
Actually, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not gonna say specific things because like,
you don't want nobody under the bus like that.
Nah, you feel me? But I'll say this one because like, I think everyone could agree on that. Fucking Earl Sweatshirt, whatever the name of that song is, that beat is terrible. I forget the name of it. I think it's fucking. Oh, I can't remember the name.
It could be a big example. Like Nas got that knock. That he's like a great lyricist and everything. Trash beats. Until he got linked up with Hit Boy, whatever the case is. Like, and then, like I said, you just see from the game now, there's a lot more fire ass beats.
Trash ass
rappers. Yeah, so I guess the producers went on that one.
No bullshit, and that's because that's like the standard now, and it makes it difficult for me because for me, I didn't think niggas was gonna fuck with my project because like most of it is just like I'm spitting, like it's not something that niggas could like really like resonate with per se, like you know what I mean. It's solely just like me, like just me.
But why not? Like that's my favorite type of music. Someone just talking their shit and just getting their shit off, like
because of like. Just like what's it? Replay value and attention, like retention, like just like somebody wants something where it's like, yeah, I'm in a coop, like something for me that they could just say for like 60 or 90 seconds. They'll run that back 30 times and not really know what they're saying.
Shout out Playboy Cardi. That song's what? That song's still hard. Nigga said what like 40.
Oh, what?
Like he said it over and over. That shit hard.
That shit bump. Like, and I don't know why, but like for me, like I'm like just like for me, I'm just talking my shit and like I didn't think that niggas would really like fuck with it. And niggas fuck with my shit. Like,
no,
not. And I was saying this
artist,
in the car
like,
on the way here.
do.
Actually, I was saying like. One thing I've noticed about your music is you don't necessarily take the lane of, you know, degrading men openly by saying like, you know, niggas ain't shit or shit like that.
Yeah, or like like how female rappers are now, like talking about their pussy and like.
See, I wanted to say that, but I couldn't say that.
Wait, what's
I was
wrong
waiting
with
for her
that?
to
What's
say
wrong with that?
No, because that's why. Because that was the answer I was gonna give to her when she asked, "Oh, I noticed niggas fuck with my shit more," and I was gonna be like,
"Oh, cause it's not as subjective to a woman type
because
shit.
They can still put themselves in your shoes. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because all you gotta do is change, like, whoever you're talking about. If you're talking about a nigga, you just change it for a woman. Like, but when you do, you got like the pussy popping music. You know, shout out to that. You know, like there's a lane for that. You feel me? But as a man, like you can't really relate. You just kind of like gotta let women do like because it's not for you in the first place.
I can't relate, but I can still say it's hard.
No,
I definitely acknowledge
this. It is hard. It is, but it's not for you. Like, so even if you don't even like it, it wasn't made for you in mind. And
do you have the same mentality when you hear certain Beyonce songs where she's talking about, you know, her feelings as a woman and shit like that, but it's still dope as fuck.
I'm hip, but one is like a lot more like.
If anything, what I think they're doing is about like personifying their life, bro. If anything,
like,
but that's what it is. Like, they're personifying where it's like,
city girl
I'm now hearing your life and I'm now envisioning it and taking it in.
And also, like, I get that, like. It's not even just like, just like how I've seen like female like artists or rappers. It's just like not even the pussy popping shit or like the
scamming
scamming niggas, but like also like degrading and putting other women down as well.
You bitches,
like, you can't even do this, bitch. Like I don't. I don't really give a fuck about that. Cause just cause you may be dope and you may be dope and I'm dope doesn't mean that y'all are not as dope as me, or I can't say the next person is dope. By me saying you are fire doesn't make me any less fire. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I can't personally resonate with that music. I don't listen to a lot of female artists in general because of that. Like,
really?
you know what? Like my favorite artist of all time is Rico Nasty.
Really?
No, I'm not surprised because you be posting her and
because she's
all
unapologetically
time,
herself and
yeah.
she don't do
so
that.
do you not like Khalees?
It's not that I don't.
Why you asking why she don't like?
No, because she like. I mean, I guess that's the wrong way to say it, but like, do you like Khalees?
I'm not really too much familiar with
her music, her catalog. Got you? Huh?
Khalees?
No, Khalees. Like 2000, like early 2000s.
Oh, Nas
Khalees.
is babe.
I don't know if they have a child, but yeah, there is a relation. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I'm not really too familiar.
I feel like she was on that.
Is it the milkshake?
She did, yeah.
Oh, that's who? Bad Milkshake. Oh yeah, I fuck with her. Bad Milkshake.
But now she has a lot of songs where I feel like she kind of has that same energy. You know, I think Rico Nasty, obviously, you know, being the modern time, you know, is a closer example or like descendant of that. You feel me? Like that energy, that, you know, that lane.
Same as Doja Cat. I fuck with Doja Cat. I fuck with what's her name? She made this song called I Don't Give a Fuck, I'll beat a bitch up, scratch up like lots. Tia something.
Oh, it's not Tia Kareen, is it?
It is.
Yeah, she's hard.
I fuck with her.
I fuck with her. She's hard. She's really hard.
Yeah, like, but all this to say is like I really fuck with how unapologetically they are themselves and just like doing it and not really giving a fuck about what people like say about them and like them not really caring about what like other people. Like for me, they don't really degrade. If anything, they empower other women, and that's what I want to do. Like, and people, like I fuck with that. Niggas, majority of my fans or the people who consume my music are niggas. Like niggas being like, yo, that shit right there, you dropped this fire. I'd be honored, like, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
But all this to say is, like, the direction with music, like, I've been having a creative block because of this, because everything has to be, like, purposeful, like, you know? For me, like, I can't just make a song, like, and it's just catchy and it's, like...
That's the thing. That's the game right now is, like, niggas saying shit just because it's fashionable. You know what I mean? Whether it's like they popping perks, they sipping lean. They got the Draco, like whatever the case.
For me, I got VVS's. Yeah. Even if you don't got VVS's at the moment,
you know. And we let the captain slide.
When a nigga saying shit that they don't really live, that's some whack shit. We can all agree on that. But there is people who that really is their life. That really is their life.
I'm sorry, I have a question. So what's the difference?
What do you apologize
for you? Because I interrupted.
Nah, you good.
For y'all, like, what's the like? What's more important, like being real with who you are, or for me, like the artistry? Because there's a difference between capping and then storytelling within your, like, for me, your music.
Yeah, I hope we all have the same answer.
I mean,
I hope y'all niggas have the same answer.
No, they're not. Not everybody. Clearly, like, you see what we're in, but because there's a difference between storytelling and capping. Like you see a nigga like Kendrick Lamar. Like he's literally storytelling, you know, when Good Kid, Mad City, just talking about everything that he went through and stuff like that. But I'm in the same boat with you when it comes to music, and it can be tough to write music, and I take a while to write music, and I have to sit with it because I don't just say shit just to say shit. I don't say shit just to sound cool. Like if I said it, I meant it. There's a reason. Like anybody could pull up on me like, yo, what does this line mean? And I'm gonna tell you what that, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what it means and what I meant by that. And that's what I'm a fan of. I've always been a fan of just like using your music as a way to express what you feel, like what you've got to say. You know what I mean? That's like my outlet. And that's why my music could be a little like ego driven. Cause it's a shit like I gotta talk my shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna do it and I'm a cocky nigga. I'm still a cocky nigga. But like, yeah, my music, like I've actually like found a name for it. It's self-empowerment music to me. Yeah. And when you talking shit, that's self-empowerment. Like, because even if I say I'm the shit, you niggas, blah, 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 I want you to listen to it and not be hearing, yo, Rob is the shit. I want you to say my shit with me
and say it like embodying
you were saying it. Embodying the things that I'm saying, you know? And that's why niggas probably fuck with your shit, because you're embodying it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's my answer.
I'm still thinking, I mean, no, I agree with all that, you know, 100%. I'm still thinking about the other side of things, though. 'Cause I don't want to, you know, degrade the niggas who do talk about lean and perks and all these things. Cause I feel like
that's probably their reality.
If it is,
and it's a reflection of their life, that there's a reason why there's certain things that are taking place in their life that they believe self-medicating like this is the answer.
Yeah.
You feel me?
There's a difference. Cause like,
no, of course,
cause I can be hypocritical. I be like, yo, I don't fuck with this rapper because they do A, B, C, and D. And then somebody be like, then why you like G Herbo? Then why you like Lil Baby? Then why you like blah, blah, blah? And I'll be like, I hear you. It is the same thing I'm criticizing this person about. But when they say it, it feels authentic. It feels like they actually came from that. So that's why they saying it. And then 3, that's not all they saying. I think that's the difference when that's all you're saying, bro. Like,
I think the final thing I'm gonna say on that, though, like, I still agree with both of y'all. I'm on that same side, but my final stance on is, as long as you're doing something that could be changing the people's lives around you, you feel me, putting money on the table to provide them the resources that they need, I'm not mad at it. I get why you fell into that trap. You feel me? I get why you may be capping in your raps, because you know that's what sells, and you're trying to, you know, put a check in your hands. You feel me? I get it. I definitely get it. So it's
but
like,
to the people who really like care about the artistry,
but we know who do and we know who doesn't.
But the people who, but it just
the
seems
consumer
like
doesn't know
the
that.
people blowing up, like,
they're here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah. And I feel
you
like
feel me?
the consumers don't really even care like that. Like, feel me, on if it's cap or rap. Like, if it's catchy, feel me,
that's all they care about. They just want to be able to do their TikTok dances to their shit. Like, you know, that's all that matters now. We're in a world, like, it's like a microwave society. We fuck with some shit for, like, we don't even like stick with music like that. An album will drop on Friday. You're not even listening to that shit next Friday.
The deluxe out next week, nigga.
You know, like, it's crazy. People don't sit with albums at all. Like, unless your name is Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake, Tyler, the Creator, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if you're one of the heavy hitters, those are the people, like, we're still bumping your shit months from now. But bro, like, there's plenty of albums I'm not listening to a week after, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is sad, but it's always gonna exist. You know, because we're always going to have people who are, you feel me, truly passionate about what they're doing. And then there's people who, feel me, oh, shit, I feel like that's popping right now. I'm going to just do it to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean?
But to bring it back to you, when is the next time we could expect something?
Next drop of music?
Yeah. Or even a body of work. Like, what's the next steps?
That's a great question. And I've been thinking about that for the past, like, 2-3 weeks. And it's just like, I definitely have been having the urge to write music and want to write music, but for some reason I just can't. And I feel like because I'm in a stage where, like, feel me, shit's happening right now, and I don't want it to feel like I'm writing music because it's forced. I truly want it to happen organically.
It's a hard battle.
Yeah. And he be mad at me sometimes too, when it's like,
did I say I'm mad?
I'm not gonna say mad, but like
frustrated.
Like, sometimes it don't make sense to you when I be like, yo, I just gotta live life. Like, I just gotta, like, feel this shit. Like,
I feel like I've never been on that side of the
because
fence.
when the pen start working, the pen works like crazy, and when the ink is dried up,
I'm always giving you the space to be like, you know, I get it. I feel like someone will be on your back. I feel like I'm usually like, I get it. You know, I understand.
And no bullshit, it be niggas like Tomo and my boy Kimi and like, I've seen, like, niggas who can just, like, feel me, like, just record music every single day, like, pump out 6, 7, 8 tracks, like, just be in the stew all day, like, feel me, just recording shit, like, feel me, and I've done that, like, with them, and I've pumped out shit, and I don't even know, like, I've unreleased that goes crazy right now. I don't even know how it happened.
We know.
Feel me?
We're gonna talk about it. We know.
Feel me? So it's just, like, it be in those moments, like, music will happen spontaneously, but when you're expecting, definitely 2022, I'm trying to, like, feel me, drop. As of right now, I'm trying to work on people seeing me. Like, feel me, the project's out. Like, I definitely don't want to, like, just work on some new music before I drop any visuals or anything to, like,
I think you're doing a great job of that. Like, what tell us about the whole Exposed TV thing you just did.
Yeah, so basically I had the opportunity to perform live in front of Clinton Sparks, Dizzy Cleanface, and Amadeus, who are 3 very big influences in the music community right now. I personally and honestly, wholeheartedly did not know who these niggas were prior to me performing. And honestly, I thought I was gonna be performing in front of them because they were having like a layout with panelists where, you know, you perform and then they give you constructive feedback. I didn't get to do that. I performed in front of them in the after party, nigga. And when they said it was time for me to go up, I started going up and I started spitting my shit and nobody was paying attention to me. On God, nobody was paying attention to me. Everybody was taking their pictures and doing stuff. And I didn't feel any type of way. I was like, all right, I finished the first song. I'm like, you know, did my little shout out intermission real quick. I'm like, but y'all about to hear me right now. I started spitting some shit slowly but surely, like everybody's gravitating, like slowly, like, yo, wait, what the fuck is going on? Who is this? So like in that moment, because I didn't get to perform as a panelist, I felt like for me, it's all or nothing right now. Even if I don't get an opportunity from them, I don't feel me get nothing. Like these niggas are gonna hear me, and that's all that's all I cared about. Like,
cause that's what it is a lot of times. Cause like the music is there, and you know whoever listens to the music is gonna fuck with it. But it's about getting as many ears as possible to actually listen to the music to come to the conclusion like, yo, this is fire.
Yeah,
you know. And I was just gonna bring it back to like the first time I like actually met you in real life. It was the Breach Mob Against the Machine show, and you killed that. Like you. Yeah, nah, that set was crazy. You turned up the energy. Everybody was paying attention. So I definitely want to give you your flowers on that because when you and Tomo performed,
Benz,
that was the first time you met her.
That's that's not. Yeah, that's the first time I met her. It wasn't the first time I heard about her because I remember Nate was like, "Yo, I'm trying, do a hook for me real quick. I'm trying to get Key on it." I was like, "Key? You mean Kai?" He's like, "No, Key." I was like, "Okay."
You thought I was talking
but
about,
then Tomo played Benz for me in the whip, and I was like, "Yo, this is tough." Like, and it's not like a fake tough. Like, no. This I want to hear this again.
No bullshit.
And y'all
matter of fact,
that
Tomo's not here right now, but I'm trying to get that shit mixed and mastered as soon as possible and drop for me, get a visual cooking because that shit is for me.
That shit is crazy.
That's like, nigga, I feel like we should drop that for me on New Year's, bro. Like, that's some like for me. I need like for me some shit like.
I feel like that music video gotta be
crazy.
100 niggas just like going crazy, like yo,
moshing.
When y'all do the video eventually. Let niggas know for sure.
Yeah, you gonna be in it?
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Are you gonna be
Definitely
in it?
Did.
How do you approach performances?
As if I'm in my fucking room, doing it by myself. Like
that's how I got.
I don't doubt it.
No bullshit.
If y'all don't know her, like the energy she like you got, I don't doubt it.
like my energy's been the same since since my first performance, and it's just like me, like I just did the shit that I be bumping in my car, like jamming is how I am on stage, and I really fuck with how I engage with the audience because they're engaging with me because I'm getting lit because I fuck with myself. Yeah. People fuck with me because I'm just being myself.
Yeah,
like I kind of just, nigga, like if I'm here, I'm here. That's how I perform. Once I step on the stage, like I'm here with it, like, and I'm here until I leave the stage. Like it's just. Energy, like
so then
presence.
Boom, right?
Bro.
We know that with the whole how that's your energy with like the music and everything. How does that come into play with all the other things you do? The modeling, like the modeling is like a more
I was gonna
intimate, like
I was because I was just gonna
action. I don't know what to call it.
Because I definitely was gonna I was gonna ask like, how do you balance all that when you got all these different routes and they do work together, like you know what I mean, like your success in modeling
different behaviors in different lanes for different like the different things.
But how do you balance it? How do you balance it between like what you're putting your hours into? Because we know like music, it's you can
it's a 25/8.
Yeah, like you can sink. There's no amount of hours.
Don't let that go over y'all heads, man.
Nah, there's no limit to like. It's not like all right. I wrote this song. I'm good for the day. Like you know what I mean. Like you can sink as many hours as possible. So how do you balance all that?
I'm gonna answer each of your questions like individually.
I'm sorry, low-key.
I'm sorry.
You know, so like, I know what you were saying. Like, There's me is just me. But like I understand that with it, whether it be modeling or like school or work, like there's different versions of yourself. You know how you be putting on like your work voice, like, hi, this is Kiana, welcome to the European Watch Center. You know what I mean? Like there's different versions of me. And I just know with modeling, like for me, with modeling, like when you're on in studio, you're a model, and when you step out of the studio, you're still a model. You have to carry yourself with a certain like diligence and like respect and like being able to articulate yourself and be professional. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, like I'm still myself. I'm still very quirky, very fun, like at high energy, but at the same time, like I know, like for me, I'm in front of a camera and we're here to do something. So for me, I gotta do what I came here to do.
Yeah.
But with you, how do I like time management with that? Is
Not
shit.
like balancing like where your energy goes to, because
I'm still figuring that shit out. Like, feel me? Like I was expressing to everybody at like at Thrill and Breach Mob, and as I meet, like I'm trying to be patient with myself and hoping that other people can be patient with me, because this is very like, even though I've been very artistic and musically inclined since a young, I've never taken it serious like this. So it's very, very brand new to me. So all like you said, like don't let that go over your head. It's a lot of work, and that leads into the conversation about niggas just doing it to do it. Like music, like you can't just do it to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like it can't be like, oh, I wrote a song, like I'm done, I'm about to drop it right now on SoundCloud without no promo, no nothing.
You got to think about all that.
You got to, feel me? You got to think like, feel me, why am I doing this? And feel me, what is the purpose of me doing it? And really investing yourself on how you're going to make it possible. It's all about intent. All like, feel me? I know I'm not just doing this to do it. Like I'm not doing this just for me. Like I'm doing this for other young girls, young guys in Boston in particular, to know that, like, feel me, you can literally, if you put your mind to what you want to do, you can accomplish anything that you want. You just got to be full throttle with it. Like you really got to want to do it. Like it's a lot of time and energy, and you got to make sacrifices. For me, I'll be coming home from the studio at 4:00 in the morning, have to wake up 2 hours later to go to work. Like I went to a meeting in Lynn at a studio with Thrill and Breach Mob. Came back, I slept at Steph's crib for like a couple hours and woke up and had to go straight to work from 7:00 in the morning until 3 p.m. and then later go to an event.
It's like, all about them sacrifices.
All the sacrifices that go into it.
For sure, a lot of sacrifices. And I feel like you guys may be able to relate. Of course, like people on social media, like they'll see like, yo, like you're doing shows, you just dropped a video, like that shit looks like dope, like it looks mad fun, but a lot of people don't know what it takes or what it took to do that.
To even get that.
You know? For sure. So I'm still learning how to balance it. I'm still working on my creative process and like really just really trying to pan out how I'm about to make this possible for myself and for other people. Cause it's bigger than just me. Like it literally, and church taught me that too. Like it's bigger than just me. Like I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for other niggas. Like I put Ideal onto y'all because I felt like it would be beneficial to him. Like he needed to be in that environment. I felt blessed to be there. Like for me, there's other
he's
people
a cool
that need
nigga.
to be,
I remember when he first came up to me, he's like, yo, you're Yves, bro. I be seeing your pictures. Like, yo, I be designing clothes. We got to do a lookbook. I'm like, nigga, I'm with it. You feel me? Let's do it.
I love hearing that shit. No bullshit. And the reason I was going to ask you just about balancing it is because like when you do have so many different lanes, like I know personally, that's something I'm dealing with. And like, I'm not envious because I love my life. Like I'm blessed beyond measure. Like, but I look at people who do music 25/8. You feel me? And I know I can't give that same time and commitment to it. And it's like this. It's like, do you have all these different lanes so that you can, you know, have so many different ways of coming up, or are you spreading yourself too thin? You know what I mean? It's kind of having like flower pots and like you're trying to water all of them instead of just focus on one of them and just making sure they bloom. And it's like, you never know which one's the right way to do it. You know, everybody's got their own way
for
of
sure. But
up.
to be fair though, I think as you already know, like it's all about appearances. It's all facade.
Yeah, facts.
Niggas be on social media, you know, showing all the best things about their life. And you're like, wow, you know, you look from the outside looking in, like I'm sitting here, like I'm not feeling it today. I'm trying to make, beats, whatever. It's like everything I made was some garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saved nothing. You go on Instagram, you see some nigga doing some shit, like, yeah, nah, damn, you feel me? It makes you feel some type of way.
Facts.
Unless you're the baby, of course. Like nigga going on Instagram Live and broadcasting.
We getting into that.
His whole situation, nigga.
I was gonna throw the baby's name out there way earlier when we was just talking about like the difference between a nigga who could just like, rap about the street shit, but then he's doing like, like I said, Lil Baby G.
Nah, but that nigga's
one
really
of my
about
favorite.
that. Like, that nigga lived.
No. But the reason, like, I didn't need this situation that had, and we don't got to get too much into because this is someone's real life. You know what I mean? Like,
Let me
so
not do that.
You said,
but
that's a fact.
nah, but like, yeah, this is not I didn't need this situation to know that nigga was bad for the community. Like, nigga,
damn, that's bad for the community.
the baby, if you didn't know, you terrible for the community.
And there's a lot of niggas out there like that.
Yeah.
I know a couple
I was
of
about
them.
to say, are you speaking from experience?
Yes. I know a couple of them right now. And it
You
sucks.
still know them?
Yes.
You're still in
Don't-
communications with them?
No,
She's thinking
hell
about
no.
it.
Wait, so how similar? Is it similar like ain't shit niggas similar or
ideology. Just
getting these
ideology.
women
Oh,
pregnant and dipping
gotcha.
on them
It's
similar?
It's just the like ideology, feel me? Like, and we was talking about this a little bit. Just like how our generation just thinks about like relationships and romantic involvement and like, feel me? Like, marriage won't like be like a common thing like
Yeah.
for us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas really
Do you think it needs
like
to be?
no.
Mm.
I don't think it needs to be, but feel me? Like,
Nah, let me ask you about it. Do you want that for yourself? I don't care about the whole society. Look, what about yourself?
marriage in particular, I don't know. But like, I definitely know I want to settle down with someone and invest in them as much as I invest in myself and help grow with them and them grow with
Yeah,
me.
it should be a
like,
mutualistic relationship.
you know
Yeah.
what I
Sure.
mean? Like, right now, like, niggas, like, will do the shit that the baby does. Like, for me, they'll talk to a shorty, they'll fuck them, they'll have sexual relationship with them, they'll smoke with them.
That's
like,
the craziest
they'll chill
part
with
to me.
them.
Like you can make a whole baby with a woman,
And then
they gonna
sell-
call you
like
a side.
bitch, bro.
Yeah, no bullshit.
It's like
Nigga wildin', no bullshit.
at that point, it's like, yo, are you just taking kids for granted? Like,
I think he's taking life for granted.
honestly.
There's a lot of things he's doing that's just like,
And
I
I'm
think you
looking
need
at
to
the
slow down.
people. At first, I thought like the people that were supporting him were just like, little kids, like they ain't know no better, like the little 14-year-olds on trolling and shit, like under academics page and some shit. But then you realize, yo, the people on his side are grown ass niggas,
Yeah,
like
grown
ass
niggas.
niggas who literally don't know how to respect women.
it's a
And,
fact.
and that's the saddest part, cause like, our
We've
society
seen a lot of
don't
disgusting shit this
like
week, bro.
do not value women the way that they're supposed to. Like,
And
it's
I'm sorry, and don't be fooled. Like, shorties, like, take niggas for granted too and be doing a lot of grease shit to niggas too. And I know a couple of like shorties like that do that. Like,
Do
feel
you
me?
check him about that?
I don't associate with them.
Mm.
Feel me? Because no matter
Alright.
about how I may feel about what you're doing, at the end of the day, you're still gonna do what you wanna do.
That's a
yeah.
fact.
And I know I'm personally not like that. So it's just like, feel me? If you want to, feel me, scam niggas, just use them for weed or like, feel me, just fuck them and feel me, not have any emotional attachment and just keep doing that with niggas. Like, that's on you. I
Mm.
can't judge you for that. I'm not going to call you a hoe or feel me, you're a greasy ass nigga. Like, no, that's what you want to do, but don't do that with me. Don't do that around me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, there's things you have control over and there's things that you don't have control over. And how, like, somebody feels or what they're going to do, like, feel me, you don't have any control over that. How you engage or interact or allow that person to be in your life, you have full control over that. So, feel me, I have nothing to say about, for me, Danny, but it's just like, niggas gave the signs to
Oh, I
her.
forgot her
No,
name.
no.
I was like, who's Danny?
That's the thing,
I was
like-
like, oh.
Niggas gave the signs to her, and like, I'm pretty sure there was red flags here and there. And
Mm.
No,
then,
I
like,
bet there
you
was plenty. I
just
I'm
choose to ignore the signs,
yeah,
bro.
I think and I've seen it like even with like, women friends that I have, like they just kind of see the what they hope it'll be, like the potential of a the potential of a man.
That's why I used to fuck up.
But like you really gotta realize, and we gonna get nah.
That's why I used to fuck up. Like,
Because what's it called? In your intro, you say you got these bitches pressed and you got these niggas stressed. Talk about it. What have you learned? What have you learned in these 21 years, Key?
In these 21 years, I learned that for me, that's where I fucked up because I'm such a warm-hearted person. I would see the potential.
I was gonna say you sound like a very romantic person at heart, at core.
At core, very. Like I'm very big on love language, like affection, like touch, like verbal, like
for the
affirmation.
People who don't know, what's the list?
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation, touch. Like there's gifts, sexual.
Like personal time, like spending time with somebody, quality
time, like at heart, I'm very much like that.
Isn't the reality that everybody, like all 5 love languages, is your thing? Like you're not. Some people just love words of affection, but I don't care about quality time and gifts and stuff like that.
I don't really care about gifts person. Like some shorties for me, if my nigga can't. Feel me? If my niggas like, I'm not a materialistic shorty. I like the small things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I come home and there's like a note and like, for me, a snack for me, like that and a blunt roll, nigga. I would be ecstatic. But what I've learned is that's why I fucked up with seeing potential in people, whether male or female, friends or romantic partner. And for me, niggas are gonna be niggas, and for me, it's whether or not you
that's
choose
a big
to.
Statement right there. Niggas gonna be. What you mean by that?
Not niggas, but I'm saying like people. People are gonna be
stereotypical nigga. Yeah.
No, people are gonna be.
But I got a problem with that. We can't put niggas in a box. Man. You can't be doing shit like that.
That's why I don't like the word nigga. It's too general,
That's
bro.
What I would say niggas in a general sense. Like people are gonna be people, and you can't control them what they're gonna do. It's you. It's how you allow them to interact and engage in your life.
For sure.
I don't give a fuck about shorties. Y'all niggas is twirling on crazy shit. Like, I just be being me, and I've been in a lot of weird situations. I've had a shorty try to fight me over McDonald's when I was like 13.
Fight over McDonald's or fight
over my McDonald's?
They ran out of food?
What? They came up for me. It was my best friend's birthday at the time. We were walking by Tech Boston, coming from Common Square, going to McDonald's, bro. I'm eating my nuggets in peace. We're walking back to her crib. Whatever, eating the nuggets. Some random shorty.
Run them nuggets, nigga.
Some random shorty walks up to me like, yo, what's that? I'm like, they're chicken nuggets. She's like, 4? Say that. Like, can I have some? I'm like, no. She's like, why? I'm like, because I don't know you. What the fuck? Kept walking. Another shorty came up, asked the same thing, bro. Then they tried to run me down for some nuggets, bro.
What? Yo, at that point, had the nuggets, bro.
Nigga,
you down bad.
They ran me and my friend down to, like, they didn't run. We're walking to the crib because now you're forcing it. They're running behind us. We go from where we're at to her crib, and then they start running away like they're about to call the cops. Nigga, our phones were dead.
McDonald's.
Over some McDonald's. It started over McDonald's. I don't know what the fuck. Bitches is just weird. Bitches is weird.
Maybe you attract people a little too much. That's different.
Facts. What the fuck? I've never heard that. Yo, that's wild.
All this to say is bitches is pressed. Niggas is stressed. Feel me? I don't know.
But nuggets.
Niggas are weird. I had somebody say in my DM the other day, I don't know if you peeped on IG, like some nigga just I don't even know who this is. This is what they said verbatim.
Oh, yeah.
Verbatim. He said, you're full of yourself.
Oh, I think you posted that. Yeah.
He said you're full of yourself.
That was wild.
No real respectable man will want you. Only good rats. So clearly these niggas is stressed because I'm not giving them time to wit day, and these bitches is pressed.
Have you had like interactions with that specific person ever?
I've never talked or knew of them a day in my life. So it's that was not the even first message that they sent me.
Wow. There's something off about somebody who just like takes the time out of, because like I'm not just seeing the message, right? I'm seeing bigger than that. I'm seeing somebody, was this their account? Mm-hmm. Just someone taking their time out of their day to just have to share a message like that.
That's what she said. Niggas is pressed, bro.
And bitches is stressed.
And it's funny because mad niggas do that too.
You should trademark that. No bullshit.
What? Bitches is pressed. Niggas is stressed.
No bullshit.
No bullshit.
That flows so easy.
If I ever come out with merch,
like
we'll put that on.
That's what I'm saying.
No
like, no bullshit.
All right.
Nigga. I'm copywriting this. Don't steal that shit. Don't steal that shit.
Have you ever had like a nigga slide in your DMs and then if you curved him, he's like, I
don't want you anyway.
Yeah, anyway,
yes,
type shit.
Plenty of times.
Why niggas weird, yo?
Plenty of times. And I'm not the only one.
Okay. Real quick. All right. Real shit. in this like internet era, you feel me? Like where most of the times you're interacting with new people, it's on the internet. How do you just separate like, I don't know. How do you take someone serious when they slide in?
That's a great question.
That's why I don't slide in DMs, bro.
I don't.
I don't slide in DMs.
It's not. It's not worth it.
If anything, if you post something that's interesting to me, I'm gonna comment on it. We can have a conversation. The conversation, develops further. Then we have reasons to continue talking. But I know how it looks from the other end.
I know. Yeah,
and it's like it's just not successful. Why would you do that?
I don't for me. I don't give anybody a time of day unless they were talking about business. Because it's like if we're not talking about anything business wise. And for me, I'm not gonna take you seriously unless you show me. Like that's where I'm at. When nigga be like, "Yo, like, what's good with you?" Like, let me try to do something. I'm like, no bullshit. I don't have like. I'm trying to be your friend. I'm like, no bullshit. I don't have friends. I have family. If we ain't talking about money, what the fuck we talking about? And
yo, imagine Key got that shit in her nose, just copy.
Like,
she just copy and paste for every like nigga who trying to slide.
You feel me? Like, and that's some real shit. Cause it's just like I've had my time wasted too many times. You feel me? Cause this is what I believe with me particularly, because I just dealt with some crazy shit yesterday of some nigga talking about I've been thinking about you crazy, I'm in love with you. I've never really even talked to this nigga or even led him on or nothing. I feel like with me, and you may agree or disagree or maybe not even have the experience, but I feel like nowadays with how social media works, people like the idea of you. The concept of you from what they see, like, like she looks fun, she's pretty, like she does music, she dances, this, that, and the third. Like, I want you. You don't know nothing about me.
You,
I could be a crazy, like attached shorty, like you don't know nothing, but you just like the what you see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and and
what you about to say?
Nah, I'm just saying, like, even the way you said how you even go about it. You know what I mean? I'm super big on like being organic. Everything got to be organic, even beyond just like relations with like women or anything. Literally with anybody I'm meeting, it's like it has to be about being organic. Even if we took it on on some music shit, like I know how tough I am as a rapper. But I'm not about to go to everybody and be like, "Yo, I'm a rapper too, we should tap in." Like niggas not trying to hear that. They be like, "Oh yeah, I got you, yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna hit you."
You know what I mean? But like, nah, bro. Like it just. That it don't translate. It doesn't translate, and I've always preferred shit being organic, and cause like I've always thought that way. What this nigga doing? I've always thought that way. Like even like sliding DMs in high school and shit. Like, yo, I can't translate my personality through a fucking screen. Like
I'm terrible at that.
What line am I gonna use to tell you like the type of person I am?
Yo, ma.
I don't like texting. I don't like texting. I don't like doing none of that shit. If you want to talk to me, you gotta call me. You gotta send me
like
a voice
mode,
like a voice message or some shit. I can't sitting there. It's like I got so much shit to do. You think I'm gonna fucking sit here and text you all day? Like, I'm not doing that shit.
You think I'm gonna fucking sit here and text you?
And even if
the thing is, I will make time for that. Like for me, if I really want to, like if I really want to.
I said I'm a selfish person. I
did
say that. I did say I'm a selfish person.
Are you? When I look at you, I don't see selfishness.
Because there's a
good selfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, you feel me? It's
and the type of niggas we are. The shit that's in our head and the shit that we decide to say and the things that we think
is not totally different.
Yeah, I got a million thoughts like every second. Like
no, but you did say something that made me want to ask you this.
What's up?
So then, what do you think in yourself? Because you're saying like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. What do you recognize in yourself that's like I could be better at that as a person?
As a person, definitely. I feel like I'm very vocal, but like just truly articulating myself, like and how I feel when in times of conflict.
Are you a good communicator?
Very. I feel like overall I am.
Why you say like that? Are you a good?
No. I was thinking like because a lot of people I've had those problems. Like people don't share how they feel, and it's weird. You know what I mean? When people just keep shit to themselves.
I feel like I'm a good communicator. I feel like I'm very transparent in general.
Good.
But when it comes to like, feel me, conflict. Like I definitely could improve on that. Whether we're talking about relationship or like person, because like I definitely got a lot better, but before I would try to keep in mind the other person's feelings, like consider like how they may react or, how they may feel towards. But sometimes like You just gotta be real with someone, like
100%. Not sometimes, always.
Always, you
That shit'll
gotta
drive
be
you
real with
insane
someone.
sometimes
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes I have a hard time, like in that moment where I'm going through something, like just like, yo, I don't fuck with this. It's making me feel this type of way. Like I kind of sit on it. I kind of like let it like ponder. And if it happens again, like maybe I'll bring it up, or I'll just choose not to deal with it. What I could work on is like really giving people like a chance, like, because once you do something, that's clips now. It's clips. Like,
really?
For me, yeah, like it's clips.
I feel like I'm a very forgiving person.
I'm forgiving.
I'm very,
or you like forgive but never forget.
Yeah.
Forgive but never forget.
Yeah.
That's true, because at that point you can really set yourself up to just being walked over. If people always know, they're always gonna look past the things I've done. They're gonna walk over you eventually.
Yeah, I think it's a difference between like how much of those emotions are you still like harboring, and like how much are you still holding on to like past trauma and everything.
Yeah.
And knowing when to let go. Like you said, I think it's good when you set boundaries instead of like completely just closing yourself off.
That's me. That's where I need to improve on, knowing when to let go, but not of like feelings and harboring like resentment, but like chances. Like for me, like like I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe like you'll grow and like stick around. But like for me, I'm very good at now, like, nigga, you show me how you are, like, or a shorty show, like friends, family, like I'm very quick at cutting people off, because for me, like, I don't have time for that.
Yo, I gotta go get Nate real quick. He's outside. Give me a second.
We're gonna be back. He's gonna be back.
And now we're down to 2.
Dos. What he say? Dos.
Oh,
Maybe it's some mindset.
But nah, I think that's some real shit. What you just said. I don't know. I think myself, besides what I already said earlier, what else I'm trying to really like, improve on as a person, I think is being more considerate. And when I say it, I'm saying in the sense that like, I have a lot of people in my life who I'm very thankful for it. Like whether it's, them giving me quality time or, just them helping me develop, becoming a better person. But it's like, yo, I think maybe even the right word would be obsessed. I'm so obsessed with like obtaining my goals and doing what I want to do in this life that it's like I won't
stop that
anything.
for anything.
I won't stop that for anyone. You feel me? But then I've had to realize, like, what does it matter when I do all that and I reach that and there's no one at the finish line with me? You feel me? Because I'm doing it for the people around me, but it's like, don't forget, you also have to be enjoying these times with these people, these moments, because you're never gonna get that back. And when it's all said and done and I do every single thing I want to do, it's like I want to celebrate that with these people. But if I'm not incorporating them into my life and, sharing my successes with them or just, giving them more time than I possibly could, it's like, yo, one day they won't be there. You know what I mean?
That's very much true.
You feel me? And
no
it's hard trying to find that balance. It's really hard. It's really, really hard. But like, I'm trying.
It is.
I'm trying.
And also, like with you, I'm like kind of the opposite. Like, or I was the opposite. Like, I kind of felt like I was giving people like too much time, like, or like access. Like for me, like whenever
putting your own interests like behind type shit.
Yeah, like you know what I mean, like, and putting my own like interests behind. Like,
yeah,
I gotten better at that. Definitely now, but it's all about balance and figuring out, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Nah, it's real shit.
Outside.
And I think
inside.
Jenkins said that shit in a song, actually. And that's when it really hit me. I forgot when I heard that song. He was saying like how he was so caught up in this rapping shit, like he missed his grandmother's funeral. And I'm like, damn. Man, that's some sad shit. Yo, I was like, damn, like we're so obsessed with like obtaining
niggas talking about Mick Jenkins.
Nah, it just literally happened right now. You just missed some dope shit, actually.
What happened?
You'll never know. You'll see it when you play it back.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Hey, where's Nate?
They're downstairs. Merc and him and Steph here.
Okay. Mark and Steph and Nate. Those are my niggas. Like, I really fuck with y'all. I think, no bullshit, I've expressed to them, but I really truly feel blessed that I've come across, like, you guys.
Really?
Like, even to have
you
this
never told me that. You tell other people, you ain't telling me.
You're never around.
I'm never around. I'm a phone call away.
Things.
I'm excluded or you're excluded?
Me.
I'm dead.
Me, I'm excluded.
Listen.
But no,
like moving forward, definitely gonna have you in mind. That's one thing, right?
And now like you're here in front of me.
That's a fact. You live, and I'm not gonna say where you live. You live where you live. You feel me? Like
I live
phone call away type shit. You feel me?
Yeah, you do.
You live where I live. Facts.
Live fairly close.
I mean, niggas know I live in Brockton. But yeah.
Why you?
No, it's been
No,
said
no,
so
no,
many
no,
times.
Okay, so
yeah,
where
It's been
does
said
Key
so
niggas
live?
many
got the
times
drop
now.
on
It's
it.
been said so many times.
Where
Like,
does Key live? She lives.
I mean, I
y'all
think-
never know that.
I think the best part
I
about
live
it
in
all is
Milton.
like the love that you feel from just like all the new people you've been meeting. It's because it's organic.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's no force, no weird energy.
No, nobody's really I don't expect nothing in return, like, for me, from anything that I'm doing, like, and it just feels like just genuine, and I fuck with that. And I just wanted to take the time, like, I really appreciate y'all having me on this podcast. I've been every day. Oh, what's up, it's Nate? What is Steph? Merc, Steph.
Nate Nix is in the
up,
room.
y'all?
They here, nigga.
It's good, niggas.
Join the
Well, Nate Nix is
party.
outside.
It's good,
though.
niggas.
Are y'all gonna join the party?
Can you drop a hello? How you doing, please, real quick?
Hello, you know what's up
Just
with
real
y'all?
quick.
Yes,
For the
yes,
people,
right,
man,
right,
for the
right.
people.
For the people.
Hello, how you doing?
Yes. Hey, how you doing?
Thank you. Nigga, what's good with you, nigga? Y'all, nigga, come on, bro.
Wait, can y'all hear the sounds?
Yeah, you can't?
No.
That's crazy.
This whole time I'm thinking, like, feel me, like, I'm like,
Oh, these niggas is nuts. Oh, what? I don't know. I can't even explain that one.
wow.
I'm
I
looking
can't
at
even
all the things that lit up from my...
But anyway,
Yo,
What did you think about that Meek Mill shit?
which one? Wait, what me?
bro, he's going all the way back.
Hey, man, I still stand what I said. The whole situation where he had his cover art
I don't
being
even-
promoted on the bus with the women being displayed to
Oh.
the public, essentially.
No bullshit. Like, I didn't feel any type of way about that, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why, bro. Because for one, like, everybody has a problem with that, but nobody has a problem with the video vixens and the shorties degrading themselves in the videos. Feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, or like, feel me? Like, half naked shorties, the strippers that they be shit bitches that to be fucking in the stew. Like, nobody has nothing to say about that, but somebody does one cover art and you can't, like, that's controversial. But there's a lot of other fuck shit going on surrounded by, you know, women and shit that nobody's really even caring about to talk about. But y'all want to talk about that.
How do you feel about that, young Rob?
Yo, you think you got me like an aha moment or
No,
some shit?
did I
Wait,
say
what do
that?
you have? What do you
He
think?
was on the opposite side of that.
No,
You
no.
felt like it was
thing is,
degrading?
the thing is, but the thing is, like I said, I don't think you invalidate like, oh, this is not degrading because all of these are also degrading. I'm in the boat of, yo, these are all degrading. Let's change the fucking culture of hip hop.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's where I'm at. Because they was looking at the cover, I was like, yo, literally look at like how he's portraying women in this picture, right?
But it's not
And
him.
that's how women,
It's
and
not- he
that's
didn't
how
make
most
that art.
women are
Okay,
portrayed.
all right, whatever the case is, he's still using it as like to represent his work. You feel me? Like he looked at that cover art and was like, yo, this
Yeah, I
represents
needs
the
that.
things that I had to say, right? And my stance was this. I would point out like, they would just be like, but it's just naked women. All right.
No one said that.
Yeah, bro.
We did not say it's just naked women. No one said that.
Yo, y'all
Don't say
dead
things we
said
ain't
that.
said.
Y'all dead.
We did not say that.
I watched these videos, bro.
We said...
I have to edit them.
What did
no.
he say?
See, listen. The issue is that the man was saying like, oh, like black women, how do you feel about you know, this being on a bus for everybody to see to the world type shit? It's like, one, why are you sexualizing it? That was one of the biggest things that was said.
Because
why are you
it was-
sexualizing?
Bro, you see
You
that?
are interpreting it in a sexual manner.
See that's the thing.
A
They're gonna
naked
be
body should
you
not be sexualized.
interpreted it
A
like
naked body should not be
agree.
sexualized.
I
if
agree.
it's just the naked body, then you interpreting it like it's something else. That's sexualizing. But they're literally posing the way they're posing for a specific reason, bro.
I agree that body shouldn't be sexualized, but
In
I feel
this
like
instant,
in this instance and just how people perceive it in general, it's going to be perceived that way regardless of if.
But that's reflective
You know?
on society, not the actual art.
yeah, sure.
That's reflective on how people need to change how they're looking at things.
And is that
But
what
the
you're
thing is,
saying?
there wouldn't be room for people to see a thing if there wasn't a whole culture of hip hop that does degrade women. You feel me? That's that was the bigger
And I
conversation
feel
that I
like-
was always trying to hit, bro.
And I feel like this conversation of degrading women, even it's bigger than just like males
Oh, of
doing that.
course.
I feel like women are degrading
contribute
themselves
to that.
too. Women are contributing to that too by degrading themselves. Because me and how I feel about, if I want to shake some ass, I'm gonna shake some ass. But on a regular, I'm not about to just do that and pop pussy and do all that shit. Feel me? Because there's a certain level of respect that I have for myself. I'm not saying that women who do that are disrespectful of themselves, but in a general sense, that action or doing that is degrading, and that's because it's been like that. It's established like that. Like for me, like it's just been that way, and I do feel like the standard should be different, bro. Like it should be a bigger change. Like,
Tell me if I'm wrong, right? I think what makes the difference, right? Because you said, yo, sometimes I like shaking my ass, right? I think there's a difference between certain type of women, right? There's all right, here we got Kiana. She's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and she likes shaking ass. And then there's blank, and A is shaking ass. You feel me? Like,
but she also likes to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But the main thing is shaking some ass.
But like anytime you see her brand, like, let me give you an example, right? No dissing, no disses. Super talented artist, right? Megan Thee Stallion, for example.
I thought you were about to. I thought you was about to say someone else. But go ahead.
No. I say Megan Thee Stallion because undoubtedly she could rap, she could spit, and we seen even before her come up. I was watching her like do her freestyle videos and everything. She's hard as fuck, and she even acknowledged like with even her recent music that like, yo, y'all gonna pay me to shake my ass, so I'm gonna go shake my like. This is what people want to see. This is what they're giving me the bag to do. So this is what my brand is gonna be, and we see it in so many different artists too. Like we talk about, look at Chloe Bailey, how she's kind of making that shift,
sexual shift.
Yeah, like her brand is shifting, bro, because that's what's selling. And my biggest thing is like,
sells, bro.
There's nothing wrong with that. And the thing is, who the fuck cares about what Rob thinks? But my only thing is like, you're more than that. So also show people the other side of that too. That's all I got.
I agree. I agree with that.
Boom, right?
But just be more than that.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that, but boom.
I thought he was too.
At the end of the day, that's her choice. I can't say anything about
that.
You feel me? And I think it kind of connects back to like when rappers rap about cheating on women or having multiple, partners and the drugs and all that shit. That's what sells. That's what's putting money in their pockets. I can't knock that. I can't come at you for that. I get it. You're playing the game. I get it.
Anybody, bro, it's less about knocking them, but I'd rather just highlight the people who don't feel the need to have to do that. Like, if you're a nigga,
but
bro,
I don't think it makes it any less impressive. I don't think it makes their art any less impressive or any less meaningful.
That's
so like, what does it really? So what are you really trying to say?
The thing I see it differently. It's not like if we got two different people. It's not like.
So you just want to see more of them.
That's
what you're saying. You just want to see more.
I just think the other person's more impressive. I feel neutral about this person. I'm just gonna highlight the other people more. My question is
why is it more impressive?
More impressive. That's my question. Like, why are you gauging a sense of more or less?
Because
or just more, I guess.
Most, if we're talking about specifically like women in the music industry, most women feel like they have to subject themselves to that image to, for me, be somewhere in this.
So if I see a Rico Nasty who's breaking those barriers and doing her, that's more impressive.
Because sex sells, and this is a great conversation because I was supposed to work on a visual with a videographer from New York, and he had came across me from my modeling page first, and then he seen like, oh, like you do music, and he was like, I see what you're trying to do with this tomboy thing, but I really feel like we should do a visual with like that, but then like a sexy like thing, and I'm like, no bullshit, like I hear you, but like that's not me, like, and he's like, well, you're making a big mistake, if you do it like this, like you probably have more success. I'm like, probably, but I really don't care about that. For me, I want to be 100% authentic myself, and I'm not about to submit myself to something or someone that I'm not just to, feel me, get likes or get views or get my career higher at a faster pace. I'd rather take my time and be who I am. I don't. This image of modeling like is what the photographers choose to do. Like all that sex, I don't view myself as sexy. Feel me? But if people came across that and didn't see me, they'd be like, yo, she's bad as fuck. Like, you should be in my video shaking some ass. Hell no, I'm not. For me, I don't want to do that because that's not me. And for me, that's not knocking any of the women who does do that. That's you, shake your ass. For me, I want some shorty shaking ass in my video. For me, that's just, but I just personally won't do that because I don't feel like I mean to, or I should have to submit myself to sexualizing myself to be someone. And that's why I thought you were about to say Koi. I didn't think you were about to say Megan.
Oh.
I thought you were about to talk about Koi Leray.
And what is she doing?
Like, I just don't, I fucked with Koi when she was underground. Like, when she was coming up, when she came out with, hey, bust this U-turn. Like,
that's the one with the ice cream truck. What song is that? The one with, like, the music video, she's in an ice cream truck? That's how I first saw it. That shit was hard as fuck.
That's the thing.
Feel me?
The same reason, like,
now you want XXL shaking your ass. Like, it's disappointing. It's not like, for me, oh, like, you don't respect yourself, but it's just disappointing for me.
I think the same reason that I initially got attracted to Koi is the same reason that like we pointed out way before and early in the episode why people fuck with their music. Because like I'm hearing Coi Leray and it sound like the female Playboy Cardi. And I'm like, yo, I already fuck with Playboy Cardi. So she doing this, like, yo, that's tough. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can yeah. No More Parties, like that was hard. She had that joint with Gunna, you know, it's like those was vibes, and I fucked with it. And then I could see the.
Why you say so? Like
no, because
claim that shit.
No, I'm hip. Like yeah. Nah, of course. I know if I like good music, it's good. But yeah, that didn't make sense. But nah, but I did see the shift in like image too, and even like now she don't even do the shit that I initially liked. Yeah, now she's kind of like. My shit blew up on TikTok, so this is the fan base now, and this is now I'm gonna push more TikTok like music, and I'm gonna make songs where only 60 seconds of it is actually what anybody remembers of the song, you know? Yeah.
So it's just
shout out, keep doing you.
Yeah, shout out to you for me, but I just feel like it's just with the impressive thing. It's not that it's not impressive. It's just like disappointing because it's like it's the norm. Like
my takeaway from what you're saying is I think you appreciating people are more relatable. Like you see more sides of them. Where it's like I can understand who they are, maybe their thought processing, just more personality.
Yeah, you
versus just the action you're known for, or just this one thing.
You know what
and
I mean?
what people want to see from you.
I hear you.
You know,
you got it. You're bigger than that. Like. You know what I mean? What if Soulja Boy just stuck to the nigga? He's the you nigga, the you. Like, what if he just stuck to that? You know? But he's bigger than that. Whatever the case is. That's how I was viewing it. And even then, I could take that example to like when niggas knock people for not donating. Like, or not donating enough.
I should have been like you. Anyways.
What?
I should have done the sound effect. I was even thinking. Tomo, man. This nigga Tomo be running the soundboard, man.
You would have been on that. You'd have been on it. When people be knocking like rich people, they be like, only $1 million when you're worth $1 billion, like that's it. And I'm just
hate that pocket watching shit. Like nigga, they still donated $1 million,
bro. That like
just because that's maybe 1% of their, you know, their
earnings.
Their earnings. Like that's still $1 million.
Or even people where it's like there's mad people speaking up about an issue. And then people look at a celebrity like, why aren't you saying anything about it? So like I said, it's not like someone's less impressive. If you're not speaking on it, cool. I don't set expectations because that's how you get disappointed. I'm just going to salute the people who speak on it or don't, whatever the case is. I'm just going to salute them more instead of knocking the other people down. That's where I was coming with it.
I hear you.
You know?
All right.
Yeah.
But what we got next for Key? When are we gonna get in the studio? You heard the music?
Yo, that's
she
what
playing
I'm
with me,
saying.
man. She got beats for me, nigga. She playing
yeah,
with
I
me.
do.
Oh,
I have
no.
beats from you. No bullshit. I think I freestyle. I recorded.
And that's my problem. See, this is my problem, right?
Oh, yo, get on your rant shit. Get on your rant.
I'm not even getting on a rant because you know we good. You feel me? I ain't gotta get on a rant. You feel me?
Nah,
we good.
but you clearly feel away.
There's no communication for some reason, you know, because I'm sitting there thinking maybe she didn't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No communication getting back to me to know that at least you peeped it and you heard it. Because then I got niggas who are like, yo, I need beats. It's like, damn, like, I can't send this one. I can't send this one. I can't send this one. Because this one got sent to this person. You feel me? I just got
bullshit.
That's why I got the fucking email tracker on you niggas, man. I know when y'all niggas open that shit. I see how many times you open it. Be like, oh, 3:33 in the morning. I'm like, oh shit, they went back to it.
Working.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Clearly they like that beat because like they're opening it in the fucking beginning of the day type shit.
Dawn.
You feel me? Yeah. So yeah.
No bullshit, and that's on me, like for not like responding. But truthfully, and this is for anybody watching this podcast that's been trying to hit me. So many people, like this is not on no cocky shit. I'm saying this in the humblest way.
You're busy. Your time is valuable.
Busy, and so many people have hit me up like, "Yo, I'm trying to do this. Like, I want to do this track with you. Like, I'm supposed to be doing this song with Nate. I still haven't wrote that verse. That was back when we was at the Sound Lab.
Oh yeah,
like,
facts. Yeah,
you feel me? And it's just like, it's very overwhelming. No bullshit, and that's
the thing
me.
is, no, you good. But the thing is, I'm happy that that's how it is because I'd rather you be too busy than you have nothing going for you at all.
Yeah.
You feel me?
For sure.
That's a good problem to have.
100%.
The difference is me and Yves is elite, so he's just gonna skip the line. You feel me? All those people that was waiting, they could keep waiting.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
so
man.
when we getting on the track? No bullshit. I'll start. No bullshit. I need to do challenges for myself. Like I need to finish this.
Just give me the open. Like it's over.
Feel me?
You know,
open verse. Say that. I have mad shit. Like I don't know. Like in my head. Like that I want to do. Like I have concepts and ideas. Like I definitely can see you. There's a I don't know if I want to share this. For my third project, I kind of want to become a little bit more vulnerable with my audience about some of the shit that I've been through. And it's some more like real like shit. And I definitely can like see you on that for sure. Like,
Okay.
And even though it's not dropping anytime soon, I want to work on it.
Third project?
Yeah.
So you're already plotting on projects.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
On like concepts wise, because I think as an artist, like knowing like who you are and what you want to do, like is very important. Like I didn't really understand the importance of rollout until like recently, like and like really figuring out what direction you want to take. And I know like, you know, my second project, people are gonna be looking forward to like some like similar shit, some lit shit, some new sounds, but I definitely sooner than later want to like become a little bit more like vulnerable and talk about like me, like that's where I struggle. Like I can write fun like lit songs because that's how I am. Like I get OD creativity, but I can openly talk to y'all and express to y'all like shit that I've been through, but in words in a song creatively, I find it hard to articulate myself.
For sure.
So, but besides that, like we definitely need to be on a track soon. Like
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
No Rocky or Ferg.
She said that. But yeah, nah, you're mad multidimensional.
That's so crazy.
What's up?
What?
Shout out my nigga Burson. You know why? Listen, I met this nigga freshman year of college, right? So that's how I know him.
Shout out Burson.
Shout out to you.
At some point in time, he did say some shit. He was like, ASAP, no Rocky. And I sat there, what?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, niggas be saying that shit, bro. He's like, you're not from Boston, so you wouldn't get it.
What? That's a Boston thing?
I was like,
I was the only one to say that.
So I was like, wait a minute. I don't know. But then you just said it right now. I'm like, wait, is it really like a Boston thing?
I've never heard anybody else say that. So that's surprising. Like, I'd be like, ASAP, no Ferg.
You grew up in Dorchester?
Mm-hmm.
The niggas from Dorchester. I don't know. That's interesting.
And the thing is, for me, I grew up in Dorchester, but
how was it growing up in Dorchester?
Growing up, don't fuck, not fuck Dorchester, but fuck like
the shit you been through.
Like for me, like I was moving around a lot. Like I lived in Dorchester. I lived on Fuller Street, Fairmont, Torrey Street, Washington Street. Like I was moving all the time. So it's just like living in Dorchester as the young, naive, creative kid that I was. It wasn't bad. I didn't have a harsh childhood, but just seeing certain shit and like being around certain people and especially like being in the hood, like just being in the hood and being a creative person. And if you don't have your family or niggas like backing you, it's a hard place to grow.
Support system.
Feel me? It's a very hard, like not even in Dorchester, but like Boston, I feel like it's getting better now. But at the time, it was a very hard place to prosper and grow because niggas don't show credit when it's due. They don't support. They don't show love. For me, it's hard. Like for me, unless you're popping right now, niggas ain't really gonna fuck with you. Like you know what I mean? Niggas
I definitely
don't
see that changing though.
I do see it changing for sure.
I see it changing.
Like I fuck with that. At the Sound Lab session, shout out to Clark D and Gee, who set that
shout
up.
Out Clark and
we had a talk and
J Rose too.
And J Rose for sure. Like we had a little like talk and they stated like we're trying to change the dynamic of how artists are in the city. Like feel me? Like niggas will have their own shit, they'll have their own group of people and for me want to just grow like that and not network and connect with other niggas in Boston, or they'll move out to LA or they'll move out to freaking New York or Florida and you know try to be a small fish in a bigger pond instead of being a small fish in a small pond and standing out to be a big fish. Like, you know what I mean? And working with other fish to, you know, create an even bigger lake. Like,
and I talked to you about that.
You took it from a different stance though. You were saying more so like why move out to then go hop on another wave, essentially.
I mean, riding that wave is the same thing as like being a small fish in a big pond. Like, and it's all a bunch of small fishes from other small ponds. Like, you know, come into this big pond and just being, you're gonna be just as clueless out there.
You are
swimming around trying to find, you know, something.
How is niggas gonna know about you when the niggas in where you from don't even know you?
That's a fact.
No, but I think what we had talked about that moment is you
but there's
leave
a difference
when you planted the seeds that you have here.
I mean,
and then you go on to then go bring shit back.
There's a distinction.
You go there to do what you got to do, make the connections you can over there to then show niggas.
Most people don't do that. Most people don't.
But I think we're seeing it happen now though.
I mean,
I'm definitely seeing it happen.
We have a good friend in Clark. There's a distinction.
But Clark left his mark here before he went.
He still comes back. Like I literally seen that nigga yesterday. You know what I mean? So that's not the type of person I'm talking about. Like Clark got a bigger plan in mind. He knows what he's doing. I'm talking about just someone who like be like, oh, they didn't even try to do anything in Boston. Like, oh, this shit's a dub
niggas ain't
from the
supporting
jump.
me, bro. No.
You know, I'm out. Like, you know what I mean? And thinking like, oh, because Atlanta's doing shit or New York or LA or whatever the thing is, thinking that like you're going to make something happen. And you possibly could, but just understand that there's plenty of other people thinking the same shit. And it makes all of y'all niggas just as unoriginal. But to each his own. That's all I'm saying.
What do you think about that?
That's valid. That's fair.
You know, so like I definitely do see that dynamic stirring and changing like as of right now. Like I've been having this feeling since not COVID, but since like I started project, like I feel like it feels like the city is in a teapot on the stove and it's boiling and it's, feel me? It's rumbling and it's getting to that point where it's about a.
It's funny. That's a funny way to put it. That's a good way to put it. I always say it's like a spider web, but that's a perfect analogy as well too.
What the fuck do you mean by a spider web?
Bro, a spider, how all the things like start, like
how
the spider
starts at like this.
Yeah, exactly. And they're all connected. All the strings are connected to that shit. You think bigger, nigga.
He's a big nigga. Yeah, like that's how I feel.
I'm looking at spider webs are kind of weak, bro. You know, like you need to knock that shit out. Like that's why I was.
You could knock a teapot over. Anything you could do something.
I think
it's spill the tea.
Yeah, spill the tea.
But I just similar to Clark. It's bigger than me, and like I really love connecting. The connections I've made so far with different artists, engineers, producers, videographers, photographers, dancers, people who make clothing, different local brands. Like I've met a whole bunch. Like Boston has talent.
Yeah.
Niggas just have to come together, bro. That. Like for real, like
you know. And like you said, either you or Yves said it. Like the culture's shifting. The culture's shifting, and we're getting away from that crabs in the bucket ass mentality, and we're realizing that like.
In the barrel?
Crabs in the bucket barrel. It's the same shit. People say the same thing. You know?
Crackle barrel.
Because I'm saying, this nigga be saying phrases. I want to make sure I remember what he be saying
barrel
now.
Bucket.
He'll say both. But, and people are realizing that, like, yo, just because you get someone else light, it don't mean that it's taking any light from me. If anything, it's making us both brighter. You know what I mean? Like, and niggas is blessed. I'm appreciative of all of my niggas. I'm appreciative of all the artists I know. Because I know that his success, whether it has nothing to do with me, you know, like we make music together. But if that nigga goes and does photography and people love the shit that he's doing, I'm so happy for him because that helps us all. You know what I mean? Because now he's in room with people that he can get us in rooms with now. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
We should all be trying to see each other win, honestly, because it doesn't help to, you know, be pulling each other back. It really doesn't. That's why we're known to have just a toxic culture of not being supportive. Like you see why the Atlanta niggas is winning. They look at anybody. Oh, yo, you want to rap? Yo, come over here. You heard Young Thug say like, I paid Lil Baby to get in the studio. Who's doing that? That's real. That's real. And someone who's similar to that, yo, I wish he was here. But shout out to my nigga Tomo, bro. Cause Tomo's one.
I fuck with Tomo.
Tomo sees a light in everybody. No bullshit. Like I've seen it even when we was in the college dorms together. He'll get just a random friend of ours be like, yo, hop on this shit.
You know what's crazy? I just reconnected with my friend Ty the other day and he knew Tomo. He was like, yo, like.
You said tie-dye?
No.
Or tie?
Ty.
Oh, Ty.
Yeah. I don't know. They went to like school at he's at the Renaissance together, like way back. And he knew Tomo. He's like, Tomo's always been like that. Like, that's really like, that's love for sure. Like, seeing potential in someone and like, really like, yo, I fuck with you. You're dope. Like, let's come make some shit. Like, and let's grow. Like, there's not a lot of people out there like you, Tomo.
Yeah. I want to give that nigga his flowers, bro. That's really my guy. Like, yo, that nigga has so much love. Like, yo, yeah. And it's, I don't know where to go from there. But I've been enjoying myself. I've been enjoying this right here. And if you want to add podcaster to the list of things that you do, you feel me?
I would love to. I watched you. I just got exposed to y'all, Gas Talk. I watched Squadcast on YouTube. You know them?
Yeah. All Dev Digital, right?
Yeah, that shit's tough. Like I feel like one reason why I make music is not just because it's a fun outlet and, you know, I like music as it is. Like, but like I said, I really like the opportunity of just being heard and like listened to, and really like just getting to say what I feel, mean what I say what I mean.
Uninterrupted.
So, like, uninterrupted. So it's just like, I would love to be a part of this.
Shit, hey.
Community. Nah, we
Conversations
good for the
to have.
Yo,
you know.
we're very good for the community after this episode. I think
we
giving niggas advice on how to, you know, treat your show people how you want to be treated.
You know,
we trying to improve the culture.
Stand in your truth. You know.
Yeah, and remember, if someone shows you how they are, take that.
Take the red flags, bro.
Take the red flags.
See them
bullshit.
shits and run.
No bullshit.
Like, you gonna get out.
Like, I think this is an ending note, but I remember I was reading this book, and there was a chapter that was just like 48 Laws of Power.
Okay.
And I heard about that book.
Yeah,
dangerous book if you don't read it right.
That's the thing.
If you don't read it right.
That's why I was
dangerous if you don't read it right.
Yeah.
That's why I hesitated to even like shout out the book, but I'm gonna say it because it's a very if you're like a sociopath, don't read that shit. You feel me? Because it's like that book teaches you kind of how to like take advantage of people, manipulate people to get what you want. And there's some like thing like if you read it and you take it for what it is and you understand like I'm not gonna take everything that he says
for what it is. Yeah,
word is bond. You just pick and I literally became transformed to like a better version of myself through that experience of reading that shit, learning like, yo, let's say less than necessary. You know what I mean? Because I was a person who like would just say I was too transparent and open, and I had to become a little bit more reserved on that. But then another one was just like, don't always save the drowning man. You know what I mean? Or like something like stay away from the infected or some shit like that. And it sounds foul, but it's kind of like, yo, if you try to save the drowning man, a lot of times that person could pull you back, could pull you in, and now you both of y'all niggas is helpless. You know what I mean? So
I can't even swim, nigga.
You can't even swim. You just perpetuating stereotypes, huh, nigga?
Nah, I'm allergic to watermelon, so I don't eat watermelons.
That's
Fun fact.
I mean, I don't eat all watermelon, so I'm not gonna knock you for that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, what?
No. I'm saying like, how do you just not know how to swim, bro?
I never learned.
And how are you allergic to watermelon?
I just am.
He's allergic to a lot of things. Nigga is like,
are you?
No, they're actually all. No, they're all the same thing. They're all It's like OOS. It's like certain categories. Not even categories. Certain things that you're just allergic to, and they all stem from the same root, which is why I'm allergic to all of them: bananas, watermelons, or just all melons, shit like that.
Yo, I hate to break it to you, bro.
Cantaloupe and shit.
Yeah, I don't. That shit makes me sick. Like I feel nauseous and all that.
I hate to break
it
to you, bro. You're inferior,
nigga. You know what's crazy? One, you wear glasses. Two,
I'm inferior. No, in a way, bro. It's a dub. It's a dub.
Nigga,
yeah.
If I'm inferior, I don't know what to call you. You literally eat like 2% of all food, bro. I got 20/20
vision and I can't eat fruit. So what does that
mean?
Yeah,
you on some
fun fact.
Wait,
I'm not
do you
even
get sunburned easily?
No,
because I'm looking at people who get sunburned easily. Crazy, because like how you? This the sun, bro.
Nigga, don't you?
I don't sunburn. Nigga, I'm black, bro. You crazy? Actually, let me not say ridiculous things like that. Black people can get sunburned. You feel me?
I was sitting here. I was gonna sit back. I was like, let me let this nigga take his shit off.
My skin loves sun, bro. You feel me? I got beautiful.
I thought you was lightly. I thought you was light enough that you could sunburn. Truthfully,
anybody can sunburn, bro.
True.
Everybody should wear their sunscreen. SPF 30. You feel me? You know, let's educate the people. We good for the community on this one.
All I know, I was gonna say some shit. I was gonna come at you about something. Oh, this nigga don't even eat food for real. Like this nigga mad picky of his shit, and you talking about like nigga, you choose to not eat certain things. I would love to eat that shit,
bro. You're not lying.
I would love to.
I probably eat like
choosing
2%
not to.
of all the food in the world, bro.
I'm
not that picky. I'm not that picky. I eat good food. Like I eat good. It's more like I'm a type of person. If it don't look good, if it literally don't look good, I'm not eating it.
And yeah, his definition of look good is very small.
Maybe.
I don't put anything that don't taste good in my mouth.
What? Wait, what? I'm trying. Wait. I don't.
But how'd you find out what tasted good if you didn't put it in your mouth? Pause.
I don't put it in my mouth again.
Okay.
Like liquor.
That makes sense.
Like liquor.
Oh, you don't fuck with liquor?
That's just disgusting.
Like I've never gotten drunk yet. For me,
really,
because it don't taste good. Like
no
bullshit, no bullshit. I was a little tipsy.
Man, I don't know. I agree with all the shit you've been saying. I'm like, yo, I don't know. It's really weird.
It's my twin in them.
That's
bro.
What the Atlantis be niggas saying?
It's my twin in them.
20 yeah. For lifers.
For lifers.
Shout out to nigga Drewski.
No. That's the thing though. You don't drink alcohol because it tastes good. Like you,
That's
have you been
bad.
wavy? Don't no.
I would been fucked up a little bit on 2 cups of Henny and pineapple juice.
No, because I was gonna say you don't need to be. You don't need to be drunk. Like
I want to be faded though.
Being drunk isn't cool. Like being drunk ain't cool. Like that's
not blackout drunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But being wavy when you get to the point where it's like, I'm feeling good. I'm
feeling nice. Like,
yeah, when you start,
I'm trying to get like that.
It don't take much for a bro to get wavy. Bro,
I had that one glass of tequila and like pineapple and tequila and like that shit.
The pineapple be good.
What you talking about last night?
Yeah, I was getting a little
Wait.
I a little warm, bro. Yo, you know when I really you got to get to the point where like you're looking at all your niggas like, yo, I appreciate you, my nigga, bro. We gonna do this shit, bro, for real, bro. Like, yo, you my dog, nigga.
I fucking love you, nigga. That day that you let me sleep on your couch, gave me your clothes, bro. I fuck with you, bro. You a real nigga.
I wish I had my phone. I got plenty of those on my phone, bro. Yo, wait. What's it called? Are you in school or anything like that?
Nope, I work on top of being an artist, I work full time.
How's that? How do you balance
I'm not making enough. Feel me? Nigga, I be dealing with crazy ass shit. Bitches trying to get their pussy waxed on some crazy shit, bro.
Oh, so when you said, hey, my name's Kiana, this is European.
Yeah.
I figured that's what she works.
Yeah, one day I was at work. Just random shit happens, bro. They was at a radio station doing this. They called me, feel me, and pranked me on some shit, and I didn't know. And then they were like, yeah, we're live right now. We're on IG, and I heard myself in the background. Crazy shit be happening, but on top, it's just I'm not making enough. I wish I could get paid doing this full time. Like,
good question, right? Because Clark asked it on Twitter. Would you rather get paid $10 an hour doing your passion or $25 an hour?
$10, because I'll be in that bitch 25.8. Nigga, I'll be running up them bucks.
No, but I never thought about it like that.
I'll be running up my bucks,
because if you just
bro.
did your passion for like, say, 14 hours out of the day.
Bro, if I would, since July, if I would have got paid for everything music related that I've done, how many hours I've put in, I don't know, I would have made like I don't know, like a whole bunch of bread.
It's money though, you know,
unemployment money.
Unemployment
money. Like,
yo, I think we all gonna look back at that like that was a great time. That was a
nigga.
Everybody said
we couldn't go nowhere with the money. I
was on my Santa shit, bro. I remember like, yo, I was on my Santa
or Oprah,
Saint
nigga.
Nick?
Fuck Santa, nigga. Fuck that white man.
I was talking about, nah, maybe, yeah. Like, honestly, yo, I like the fact that, like, it didn't matter what I did when I submitted that shit on Sunday. That shit was coming in my account on Tuesday. Yo, I'm not even gonna put it up too much out. I just remember family member of mine
shit feels great.
Beefing with a girlfriend kicked them out the crib. Yo, I felt so bad because I knew the person did them greasy. I was like, here's 400. Just here you go.
Yo,
take care, man. Make sure your kids is fed.
You know, take care of yourself.
You know, I got my brother a bike. I was out there. See, bring that shit back.
I'm trying to make that back.
What the
bullshit? I'm surprised. They said
do that
in September or August. They said in October we were supposed to go back in lockdown. What the fuck happened? It's November. It's about to be Christmas. It's about to be New Year's.
About this
it's 2022. What you mean?
Vaccination came out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas stop caring.
Niggas like, oh, we not really dying like that.
Oh no, you're vaccinated. You can still get sick. You know, you're not immune. You just have stronger defenses.
Nah, but it was different. You know, like. In the beginning of the pandemic,
I was a microbiome major in college. Yeah, fun fact.
Fucking nerd.
Okay.
That's some real shit.
But
and it's a difference because like in the beginning of the pandemic, niggas didn't know what we was up against. Niggas was losing their minds, yo. Like I had family members thinking you could catch that shit from the ground. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, now. Like I don't know what the world's about to look like in the next 2 to 5 years.
We never do though. Even before this, you can never predict what direction the world is going in. You know what I mean? Like the world is always so, what's the word? Just
unpredictable.
Unpredictable, yeah. That is, honestly. Like,
yo, you know what I could say for
RP Young Dolph, my nigga. Shit, I forgot about that. Oh my God.
No, I'm not even looking at the topic list. That would have been on there.
Oh, wait,
that shit was crazy.
Nah, man, RP Young Dolph, man.
Nah,
real
for
nigga,
sure.
bro.
Like, and it's sad seeing somebody lose their life in the community that they grew up in, bro. And that's what I noticed. It's always like in your city.
Play with me.
You know?
Play with your bitch. Shit fucked up.
Moment of silence.
And I'm not gonna act like I was a big
moment of silence, nigga. All right. Yeah, see, right time.
All right.
So yeah, you don't gotta read them out loud. But all I was gonna say is I'm not.
I don't even want to talk about that shit.
I wasn't a big Young Dolph fan, but you know, anytime
some of this is old, by the way.
Yeah, facts. But anytime, you know, a black man is dying at the hands of another black man, that's just some sad shit. It's unfortunate that we still going through the same, you know, cycle. Honestly, it's unfortunate that I'm having this conversation by myself. It's but yeah, nah.
Yo,
yeah.
y'all are funny. I'm sorry. I'm reading some of these topics. Like
they'll never know.
They'll never know. I'm not gonna say nothing because they'll probably
which
come
one
up.
stands out?
A couple of them. There's a couple of them. She was like, yeah.
This one, freaking, where is it at? Tomo never wore Vans, real jerker. I think not. That shit is funny. I was a jerker. Were you a jerker?
I'm a dancer though, so I'm not surprised.
Ooh.
I'm not surprised.
I knew how to do the pin drop. I knew how to do the reject. I didn't know how to do the footwork. So because I didn't know how to do the footwork, I wouldn't say I'm a jerker. Because you're not a jerker unless you could do the footwork too. Because that's what brings it all together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So nah. I'll say that.
It's
442. Nah, yeah.
What y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do?
You said you had a blunt in the whip?
Got a little clip. I sparked it before.
We don't promote drugs on here.
What you doing after?
I'm not doing shit, nigga.
We don't promote drugs on here.
I promote weed, the tweeds, the marijuana.
You trying to get paid off this shit?
No, that's what I'm saying.
How y'all trying to get paid off half of the shit y'all talk about on here? Y'all trying to get paid for this?
But that's opinionated. Now it's political when you talk about drugs or contraband and other shit, narcotics and all that. That could, cut a bag.
There's drugs and there's weed. All right.
Yeah, for me, there's weed.
Depending on who you're talking to. I mean, I feel you. Buddy ain't as controversial no more. You feel me?
If you got a strain and you want that shit sponsored, hit me.
Hit me.
Yankee Candle, hit us. Hit us with the endorsements. I promise you,
real niggas.
I will act like I like your product.
All y'all, the niggas who really fuck with us, tag these niggas in the comments. Just be like Yankee Candle, fuck with these niggas. Just tag them.
All
real
y'all
shit.
fucking
Appreciate
with this. Leave a like, comment, and share. Press subscribe, bro.
And you know what?
For me, y'all be watching
never
this.
Done that. Never said that.
For me, y'all be watching this, and I need the comments. Y'all need to interact with us too.
Yo, matter of fact, where's Key in the comments? Because you saying, I watch this shit on my TV and everything.
Exactly. I be on my TV. How am I supposed to comment?
You supposed to go on your phone. You supposed to go on your phone afterwards. First second of it be like fire.
I got you.
No, that needs to be said because I appreciate all the love that it's crazy. It's real crazy, going into places and people like, yo, I fuck with the podcast. That's all
they
love.
Knew,
and I appreciate
the same person that knew Tomo is like, wait. Because I had this date on my calendar, like literally on my wall, like that for the BFTC podcast episode. They were like, wait, you're going on Bad for the Community? I'm like, how the fuck you know what that is? Wait, you know what that is? I'm like, you real niggas. So for me, niggas know. So that's the thing. For me,
they watching and they might not,
y'all
sneaky watching. Y'all sneaky watching.
Y'all sneaky.
But show some love. Like we said like we said earlier in the episode, love is free. We love the love.
They sneaky linking the view, man.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Let me know you here with it.
Facts. If you're a real nigga, just a real individual.
What you about to say, nigga?
You're a real woman, you're a real individual.
I got you a real nigga, but then a real woman.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta be consistent. Nigga, be consistent. If you're gonna say real nigga, say that shit.
If you're a real nigga, you're a real nigga. If you're a real shorty, you're a real shorty.
Facts.
If you real, you real. If you fake, you fake. We see you.
We see you, nigga.
Y'all think
you see us, nigga.
Hey,
I know that.
And let us know in the comments if y'all think Key need to come back here. We already know the answer.
I say yes.
I mean, it sounds like she about to get a job.
Yeah, I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan. Hey, it's been another episode of Bad for the Community. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you for tuning in.
I love this episode. I love this. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait to edit this shit for real.
I can't wait for the reel. I wonder what clip you're gonna use for the reel.
Oh, it's gonna be right. It's gonna be right.
No bullshit.
As always. Make sure y'all tune in. And show some love. Show some love. We appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. All that, man.
We need a better outro.
Again.
Nigga. I'm asking the intro, but we need
like
an
a
outro.
jingle. Like
a jingle?
BFTC,
I ain't singing for these niggas. I ain't singing for these motherfuckers.
Or something like that.
Yeah,
we out this hoe. We out this.
We out of here.